Welcome guys, it's Evelyn from Twin Flames 3344. Please subscribe below if you like my video. Please like. If you should like a session with me, my information is all below, twinflames3344.com as well as at gmail.com. And if you have any questions, just send me out an email. I'll be happy to answer you. I have a Divine Masculine Twin Flame read for you. I did do a quick meditation just now before the read, and I was getting lots of connection from my twin coming through. The only thing I really did get was I was getting a dolphin up out of the water with their fins, like clapping, and throwing a ball back at it was like a camera was watching the dolphin, videotaping them, and a ball went to the dolphin. The dolphin threw the ball back at the camera, and it hit the camera, and the dolphin was clapping, like all excited that he hit the camera. He was having a lot of fun. He was laughing. And he was like, the message was, hit me with your best shot from your Divine Masculine. I was also getting, for some reason, there was a memory that came up. It had to do with when I first started working with my father, who was an interventional radiologist. And of course, this is a long, long time ago. I'm 58 years old. So this was when I was 30. And I first started working there. My father was afraid to bring me into his world because he was afraid that I would do their numbers or something. Which is funny because at his, I think it was his, was it his 70th? His 70th birthday party. I had talked about that in my speech, that he was afraid, you know, to bring me in because I would embarrass him like that. So that's very similar to what our Divine Masculines may feel about us. We may not fit in their world that way. And I wanted to bring that up because as soon as I did start working there, I did the numbers for our section chief, who was a big guy, and he loved it. And he ended up being a big guy in Washington after he left Penn, where I worked at University of Penn. So, you know, be open-minded about this stuff. If any of you Divine Masculines are listening out there, you think that that people are less accepting of things than they really are. So just keep an open mind. The read today was done at 2:35 to 36 p.m. 35 is the Wounded Warrior, and 36 is the Nine of Wands and the Ten of Wands. So it's very much about getting to the end where you can't carry those burdens anymore. They're just too much and you have to drop them. It is the 28th of October 2019. Oh, and don't forget too, I posted readings for each sign in the past 3 days or so. So make sure you check them out. Cancer had a really beautiful Romeo and Juliet reading, and Leo actually made me cry. So you might want to check them out. They're pretty cool. And actually this read coming up very much matched the Romeo and Juliet reading. Actually, I don't know if you can see it from there, but you have the Two of Cups right here. I'm going to post this, I guess, on the tag. The Awakened Hangman and then the Lovers are all right here, along with the Three of Cups over here. So some pretty powerful energy was coming up. You know, they don't, the Two of Cups and the Lovers, if they come up together, they rarely come up where they're both upright together. Like they may be upright sometimes in the same read, but separate and apart, or they're both reversed, or one's reversed and the other isn't. But I just wanted to show you that. We also had the Queen of Cups reversed and the Knight of Cups reversed, which was exactly what was happening in the Cancer read. So if you want more information, you might want to go to that Cancer read. And all right, so here we go. So the 28 is the Two of Wands for the day's date today, and the day adds up to 50, which is a 5, so of expansion, freedom, change, the Hierophant, all of that energy of the establishment. But it's funny that the 5 is the Hierophant, and that's all about the establishment, the traditional, the fixed, whereas 5 is the expansion away from that. So the 10 of Cups, which was very much coming up in the reads that I was doing the past couple days, and then the Two of Wands, so the Twin Flames, or the choice of path, the choice of direction. And how does that affect your family life, your emotional life, any emotional cycle completions that are going on right now? So the major arcana for this read were Luna, which is the moon, Alchemy, which is like the Temperance card, Transition, like the Death card, and then Reflection, the Hermit. Before the read, the Tower came up, and after the read, the Hanging Man came up, like the Hanged Man. We had 1 pentacle, 1 sword, 4 cups, and 1 wand. So it was all about the cups today. And the court cards were Queen of Cups, Knight of Cups, Page of Cups, so all cups. And then before the read, the Page of Pentacles came up, and after the read, the Page of Wands. So very much about young energy here too. So a lot of kids involved. The code line for me today was all about time out. And there wasn't much in numbers at all. We had the 1141, which is the 11 of Justice and the 41 of the Ace of Cups. We had 88 came up, so the 8 and the 8 side by side are the masculine and feminine, integrated within in their masculine and feminine, and then standing side by side and doing the dance together. For me, the 8-8 is also the same as the infinity on its side. We also have the 23, which is the King of Wands. 38 came up, which is the Queen of Cups. And then also 14 came up, which is the Temperance again. 12 and 34 less so. But that was pretty much it, except for the code line, the number 3, which is all about joy, coming together, authentically presenting yourself, the Empress, siblings, socializing, and just being joyful, that person who's kind of got that happy-go-lucky smile on their face all the time. So in regards to a timeout, it's about taking time out for the masculine to just relax and come to that place where he can connect. Because if you're so stressed out all the time, you don't connect on this level in the 5D with other people. Because when you're stressed, you know, you're blocking yourself basically. So it's time for the masculine to take a time out. And the message was pretty simple here. There wasn't much coming up about it, except Lunata was coming up, which is a drug. It's also an agent that comes from dead plants. It's a causal type of agent that can cause issues. I guess it's problematic. It came up on a plant site, but it also has to do with dialysis, which dialysis just came up the other day, if not yesterday. So dialysis is coming up as a focus as well. And then the Hotel Lunata came up in Riviera Maya, Playa del Carmen in Mexico, and then a province of Lucca, Tuscany in central Italy. And also another website came up. It was just a moon cycles website, but I believe it was Russian, so I didn't know the language. But that was also significant here too. So the code line had to do with, and regarding timeout and the number 3, to see the false ad or advertisement test, take the high road as the divine feminine of Lunata. So again, the Lunata can be it's kind of like a bacterial growth on something. Sea foam was also coming up, the sea foam test, like the ocean sea foam. 3 of moons, and the time of, instead of estimated time of arrival, I was getting actual time of arrival, and I'm losing my voice at the actual time of arrival. May not be known as my voice is going. But it was coming up about the actual time of the moon's arrival. And the new moon was last night at 11:38 p.m. And I was getting 3 half-moon cycles, which ends up mid-December. And December 12th is the full moon. 12/12 is actually on the East Coast at 12:12 a.m. So very significant there. 12/12 at 12:12 on the East Coast. It also, if you go 3 half moons, it ends up on that date. If you go 3 full cycles of the moon, you'd end up at the end of January. Also see false moon as good. 3 out of 4 weeks of the month, the moon cycles, and the time of arrival. So it's saying to examine more closely the cycles of the moon and how we experience certain things. So when is it that you experience, I tend to purge, by the way. I did cry last night. I was really feeling my twin and missing him. And by the way, I love my twin. I love you. But to really maybe document what you go through at certain times of the moon cycles, so you know what to avoid. Like, I need to not stay up so late because I tend to cry and purge when it gets later at night, of course, when you're alone, you know, and you're able to think about things, or you're just getting tired. Just like kids, when they get tired, they get more grumpy, more difficult to handle. It's the same with you. But it's just saying, identify during the moon cycle what happens with you at the full moons, what happens with you at the new moons, what happens with you at the mid cycles, and try to document some of that. To see the faux three musketeers, the 3 nights of the Luna or the Lunata, however that may reference for you. But I was getting the 3 weeks of the lunation. I was also getting, so saying like there's 3 out of the 4 weeks of the month can be to your advantage. And also 3 nights was coming up. So 3 nights from this new moon, which was last night, comes out on the 30th, October 30th. And then if it's 3 nights from the half moon, which is the next half moon is around the 4th, the 3 nights from that would be November 7th. So October 30th and 11/7 were coming up as 2 dates here. The false moon good 3 out of 4 weeks of the moon cycles. And again, focus on the time of arrival of the moon. And the 3 musketeers was coming up, but a false 3 musketeers. And it's referencing to the 3 out of 4, because the 3 musketeers plus D'Artagnan. That there's one missing, but that's okay. To see the temperatures rising. All right, so at the the temperature comes up for me regarding the breaking limits for the masculine and the feminine. So obviously the feminine's limit is much higher than the masculine. So the human body temperature was coming up as the boiling point for the masculine, whereas the water boiling point of 212 was coming up for the feminine, because the masculine energy is much quicker to rise to their temper. So that was coming up as well. And notice the temperature rise at the half moon, it was saying. So we're just at the new moon now. So notice your temper and how much you lose your temper now at the new moon as opposed to at the half moon, so a week from now. And then again, at the full moon on the 12th. So the 5th is around the half moon is around the 4th or 5th, and then the 12th is the full moon. So, you know, make a note as to what you're experiencing during those times and how to get around those things so you can stay centered and present at all times. Center self around masculine energy and Empress with the 3 sons of the moon, the false light. So I kept getting three false light people coming together, and most likely masculine energies coming together. But, and it doesn't mean they're bad people, but they're coming together in false light. So it may not be of the highest good for the masculine, but he may not be able to see that right away. So this is why this is coming up for the masculine. Then a lot of stuff was coming up online just about the definition of adept. So having to do with thoroughly proficient or expert at something. And that was coming from Merriam-Webster.com. And also one of the examples that came up from dictionary.com was adept at the adept or an adept juggler, which is so funny because, you know, the 2 of Pentacles is the juggler. Also, UNC came up as Rogue 6, Mass Effect from Wiki and Fandom. And it said, travel to Luna, the Earth's moon, in the Sol system, S-O-L, the Sol system, and the local cluster. There are 2 turrets on the rooftop of each facility's 3 bunkers. So however you take that, take it as you take it. And then another heading came up. I caught them in the school bathroom. So I don't know who's getting caught in the school bathroom, but I can definitely relate to that from high school. So again, see the temperature at the half moon, night 3 of the moon's time of arrival. So October 30th and 11/7. And again, it's all about time out, and number 3, which is all about socializing and having fun, keeping it light in this time out. So I started writing here at 3:14, which is the Empress and the Temperance card. we have the Eight of Pentacles there, and the underlying energies there were the Page of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, and the Tower. So this one, Page, the Four of Wands, and then underneath that card is the Tower, and then the Eight of Crystals or Pentacles on top. And again, this is the SIRIAN Starseed deck is the main deck with the Rider-Waite Mini. We have the Tarot Sexual Magic, the Numerology deck, the Gilded Tarot, as well as the Universal Golden Tarot. What did I miss? Romance Angels, if I didn't say that already. But working, aligning, crystal work, working with hands to mold and shape, a student, an opportunity, an invitation to home or to visit another's home, suddenly exploding, crown blown, trauma, epiphany, or orgasm, getting attention, good news, victory, suddenly, grounding self and holding on for ending of family. Truth is out to two kids reversed, the Page of Swords and the Page of Wands, both reversed here in the underlying energy. The Page of Pentacles was upright. It's like the Page of Pentacles comes over to tell them to hold on to their hats. The Page of Swords reversed gives the truth to the Page of Wands reversed and blows them away. Information through a friend of a friend, heard it through the grapevine. So a friend tells one sibling who tells the other sibling, working on saving, grounding, being moderate to end family or emotional cycle. So the Queen of Pentacles upright receives the truth also about leaving, going within, finding peace without conflict, with the Queen of Cups reversed being emotional, whether that's her when she gets upset or a separate person. So the Queen of Pentacles upright and the Queen of Cups reversed. Traveling to the sticks for a sham fight, perhaps, or competition lost or demonstration or performance that left the Queen of Cups reversed crying. So it could have been a really good performance. On shaky or unstable ground, or it could have been if it was their children's competition, they may be crying if they lost. On shaky or unstable ground, or boating after conflict, fight, game, show, competition, or quest that is over or somebody lost. Finding peace after a good cry, away from the crowds, or the work-a-day shuffle. The Empress reversed, and the King of Swords reversed, and the Knight of Pentacles reversed, are aroused by the gold coin, an offer of a new life, or making money while a whistleblower, or making money being a whistleblower of truth, or slinging hash tags, converting cups into pentacles, dancing for dollars, or when family business is not doing well, or somebody on strike, a child finds a way to make extra money, possibly online. A grandmother, a King of Swords and two kids perhaps, or parents and two kids, one rising in an income, or excited by the possibilities. But the parents may feel, or the grandparent may feel, there's dark influence here, and there must be a catch, that their screws are loose, or they have balls of steel, must be sidestepping something, or parents seeing a money-making opportunity here. So give your relationship a chance for the Divine Masculine, and beneath that was worth waiting for. A fan arrives on the doorstep. The Knight of Cups, reversed, dropping a load, unhappy not getting wish, or unhappy alone at night. Stressed, nightmares, suffering in silence, purging up with headaches or crying. The King of Swords reversed with third party peeking into his world of separation, or something that's been rained out. Strumming her pain with his fingers. The nightmare, heartbreak, third party, feeling no pain, numb, comfortably numb, down on their knees. We don't accept beggars here, which was so weird this came up here because it just came up in the movie I just watched, where in their religion it's not okay to give to beggars. And that was actually a really good movie. I like that. I'll have to look up that title for you. But we don't accept beggars here. It's against our beliefs. Only black cats in the dungeon with camera, cauldron, and crystals hanging on the wall, or the King of Swords reversed, pushing a female aside like she's worthless. So that, again, is bringing up the wounds about masculines disrespecting the feminine and not respecting their point of view. So patience comes up number 2, which is the High Priestess, and then happy ending, which is 93, the reflection of 39, which is the Knight of Cups. The Page of Cups reversed, feeling rejected in a breakup or disconnect, where another gets their wish, and or celebrating the Holy Grail. The wounded warrior is still holding ground, while the Queen of Pentacles seems fine and stable, working and aligning, neither showing their sadness, looking happy on the outside while drowning in workouts and spying snake in the grass. At 358, which is the Empress and the Four of Swords, deeply wounded and disconnect, but raising a glass, the Queen of Pentacles maintaining stability, aligning with the Queen of Cups reversed to offer a new life or to pay off a third party or offer compensation for a broken heart or separation or rained out function and needing to have patience. The recent energies here had to do with the Eight of Swords upright, anxiety or being the prisoner of the past, your childhood, past life, or worried about the past returning and possibly, and that can reference to the twin returning to the masculine's life, or if he comes with the twin, his past from his other life returning and being exposed to his twin, and then he may worry that that may send them running. So presently jealous, insincere, feeling rejected, or refusing to give or receive love, with offer of third energy, new passion, a spark, growth from the Queen of Cups reversed, justice, judge, Libra, or divorced, and defending their position, standing adamantly in their truth. The foundation is the Two of Cups upright, a deep connection, free to leap now to offer love to one down and out due to 3 rejections and grounding and integrating their worth. Aligning with desires and cracking codes, free from a warpath, broken, possibly with car issues or canceled move or trip, feeling weak, needing strength and courage to move or leave marriage, cancel a celebration, or change jobs or move locations. Aries, Cancer, and Leo came up right there. One in bliss and one out of control, or weak and broken. One free and the other breaks down. One bored and the other's out of control or in ego death or drama. One working on alignment, the other moving or traveling. The central energy here is the Queen of Cups reversed, grieving him walking away to celebrate or just be joyful with others and not with her. The next step up is the two bonding in their awakening and then becoming lovers. The challenge being the moon at night with shadowing judgment, poor decisions, near death, dark night, dead tired of being alone, unsatisfied sharing with others in work, but no one to talk to or to share intimate moments with. Lovers unhappy without each other, and the Queen of Pentacles with secret passion but not connecting, not expressing, moving, visiting another's house, or a need to leave a marriage, two connected but unable to exchange every day, living apart. Delays in travel and communication, and that can definitely be with Mercury retrograde now, and being exposed during the day, more energized during the day, but in the silence at night, feeling the Divine Masculine becomes too much to bear, and that's when she cries. At 4:23, right after I finished writing that, there was a gentle tap on the window by a bird. And 4 is the Emperor, 23 is the King of Wands. The Queen of Pentacles is surprised, finding peace, ending an emotional cycle with the King of Cups, which could be someone who's around her now or someone in the past that was an easy cycle for her to end. But bad choices that were exposed. Bored, grounding, and integrating anxieties, the prisoner sharing in downturn or very slow actualization of destiny. And the train horn started blowing down the street. And that was at 4:27, the Emperor and the Ace of Wands. Now, alchemy, patience with children stressed out, with student or opportunity to study the gold coin, the Christ consciousness, the unity consciousness. At 4:28, the Emperor and the Two of Wands, the twin flames, or the choice of path. The patient is being patient and holding on, while dropping the facade and breaking patterns of the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. She has his money, that's his heart, as I start losing my voice. A green coin, and it's making me want to cry. A green coin, not the gold coin, implementing a plan to make money with the Hermit shedding light. Message of love out of feeling defenseless to 5D and not caring anymore, has no control over it. Leading the way, putting it out there with sudden jealousy of the King of Pentacles and the King of Cups. The King of Pentacles falling short, saving and losing hope, recovering to sovereignty or recovering a sovereign, getting karmic onto her feet so that she can work alone without him having to intervene all the time, or without her father's support. Free to do work that she loves so they can physically separate. Soon is a transition that's taking forever, near death, dark night, dead tired, being patient to co-create with prisoner just upstairs, clearly heartbroken in separation and sharing with others. Unhappy that the Queen of Swords reversed, in deep mourning of justice, judge, Libra, or just someone who's divorced. The Libra lover unhappy alone, as my voice goes again. The prisoner after the battle is over, which is the POW, or the King of Wands finding peace, with the Queen of Wands reversed, receiving messages of truth, or with a new boyfriend, passing kids back and forth. The Divine Masculine is the Knight of Cups reversed. Capricorn and or Devil, codependent, addiction energies, waving at night, dropping a load, and then the worst is over, but no love. And that references the third energy exchange. So any sexual energy that goes between the masculine and feminine at night, the masculine, of course, is happy to release because then he feels better, but there's no love exchange, and the divine feminine's left alone and feeling heartbroken again. Only jealousy, insincerity, rejection, and refusal of love. Energetic sex at night is fine, per the masculine, but nothing else. Retreat, wedding, chemistry comes up, the worst over with the devil at night, or the need to be insincere with karmic still sharing the bed. Around him 3 flames, present to another world, the world upside down and incomplete, and no way out for the feminine, no options. Clear blocks of the Page of Cups, Divine Masculine, the new love, the innocent with heart open wide, offering a big love and surrender to synchronicities, in surrender to the one. The messenger of truth, proclamation of love. The Knight of Swords, or the Knight in shining armor, is, by MO, is never give up until death and beyond. Looks like judgment is in the Divine Masculine's favor. Time out came up, but even more so, physical activity, communication, and pride is a big one. The Hermit coming clean about separation and sneakiness and big love at work with prisoners sharing bad timing. No more sexual conflict or competition. Strike, refusal to move or work, stubbornness or laziness. The Hermit's light is blocked by dysfunctional family or loss in finances, in downturn or turn of fate coming clean about new passion. 4 or 2, the Queen of Swords reversed. Spiritual or divorced or breaking contracts with family business or losing family money or deeply grieving loss of everything. The Page of Wands reversed takes off their mask. The Hermit inspires or aroused by the Page of Wands reversed, removing mask while hanging out. The Magician, the King of Cups, and the King of Pentacles all together here at the end, with the King of Pentacles on top. At 5 o'clock, that's the 5 of the Hierophant and a lot of source energy behind it. Commitment to self, mostly, aligning with the 2 of Cups, the deep bond, that spiritual bond. The Queen of Cups reversed and the Knight of Cups reversed, both presently imprisoned, as the Queen of Cups reversed is challenged by the moon, the nighttime, dying to open her heart fully and alchemize with the Hermit inspired, aroused by taking off his mask and relaxing with the Magician, the King of Cups, and the King of Pentacles. Time out. Aligning with desires, crystal energy, anxieties, trapped in his head, in prison of the Queen of Pentacles. A strong connection of the Queen of Cups reversed, alchemizing and challenged by the night and the moon and the false light, the shady illumination and subconscious thoughts. The Knight of Cups reversed, taking forever to end. Presently, the Page of Cups has an open, big heart and a message of love to the Hermit, or Virgo energy, inspiring him to get real and manifest hanging out with the King of Cups and the King of Pentacles, which can actually just be the masculine and the feminine, the one who masters the heart and the one that masters the money. All right, the Master of Pentacles and the Master of, which in this deck is Master of Crystals, and the Master of Chalices, which is like the Master of Cups. So that can definitely represent the masculine and the feminine who have both finally mastered their final suit. So there you go. I'm going to show you the cards. So there is your 8 of crystals in the underlying energy. Recent past is the 8 of orbs, or the 8 of swords. Down here, the foundation, I'll show you the other cards here, is the 2 of cups, and that was upright, with the Fool upright there too. And smack in the middle is that Queen of Cups reversed. And the challenge being the moon, or the Luna. Okay, the other underlying energies there. And then crowning there is the Alchemy card, which is like Temperance. And then we're scrolling over here, over the 4D bridge to Transition, which is reversed. So it's not fully completed yet. The masculine seeing himself as the, it's like a big tidal wave there. That's the Knight of Cups reversed. So we have the Queen of Cups reversed and the Knight of Cups reversed, which was the same as the Cancer read. So you might want to check that out. And then we have the Romance Angel cards there. And around the masculine, how he's seen, is the 3 of Flames, which is upright there today, so being very present. The blocks the masculine needs to clear, that Page of Chalices or Cups with their heart open wide, and we end up on the Hermit upright with the Ace of Wands upright, igniting the Page of Wands reversed, and I was getting today that was taking off his mask. And then you have the Hangman up top there to just hang out as manifesting the King of Cups and the King of Pentacles. There you go. Okay, so that's it, guys. I hope that was helpful for you. Make sure to comment below. Please make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. And if you like the content, please like it as well. And please share it on your timeline if you actually like what I presented. Rise and be loved, guys. Bye.